Hello YouTube and welcome back everyone to Game Time, where we keep you up to speed with some of the latest and best Roblox updates out there every week. In today's Savage video, we're going to be dropping 8 ways to know and identify whether someone is a noob within Roblox, so make sure you stick around because you won't want to miss this. But before we start, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel too, and without any more interruptions, let's just go ahead and dive straight into it. Noobs, also referred to as newbies, is internet slang used to describe a new or inexperienced player. It usually means newcomer, which means an inexperienced person to a particular activity. So, what do noobs exactly do to gain such an embarrassing title in Roblox? Well, let's go ahead and find out. Number 1. Using default skins. Players who have the default Roblox avatar are usually big noobs. I mean, if they don't want to spend money on Robux to buy clothes, why don't they get some free stuff? There are so many free clothes in Roblox to choose from, so there isn't really a reason to stick with any of the default skins, indicating that they haven't explored much of their options and simply go with what they have. It's such a noob thing to do to just use default skins, so keep that in mind and have your eyes peeled for the plethora of free items and cosmetics for you to use. Number 2. Struggling to play. It seems like a lot of noobs struggle to actually play the game properly. This is very noticeable in games such as Arsenal or Phantom Forces, as in these games it's very important to have good aim and be generally skilled. Unfortunately, noobs often struggle to even walk properly, and aiming as well seems to be almost impossible for them. If you don't want to be like those noobs, make sure to practice your aim a lot so that you actually get a lot of kills and win all of the games, not holding you or your teammates back in any way. Number 3. Call others names. Many people think that if someone makes fun of someone else in an online game, that means they're super good. Well, in reality, in most cases, the people that talk the most are those who play the worst. Noobs seem to have a tendency to call everyone around noob and bad while they don't even have a single kill themselves. They seem to have a really high ego and sometimes need a reality check from people who really know how to play the game. It's better to ignore them until they go away and take a hint, as they'll understand that they'll never get good acting like that anytime soon. Number 4. Bragging about their skills. Usually the people who brag about their incredible skills are those who are pretty bad at the game. Similar to those with big egos making fun of others, this is pretty much the same sentiment of having some sort of humbleness to you and being a good sport instead of mindlessly flexing your trash skills. That is what noobs do. They try to convince other players that they're good, although they're pretty bad at the game. So remember, never brag about your skills no matter how good you actually might be. That's what noobs do, not good players. Number 5. Annoy other players. We all know that kind of player that keeps asking others for free stuff or even Robux. These people are usually bad at the game and are unable to level up, so they constantly ask others for help. This is actually quite common among Roblox noobs, which is why you should never do it. It's not only inappropriate and might get you banned, but it's just not nice to ask others for stuff, so don't be a freeloader. Number 6. Always making excuses. We've probably been in that situation where you let your gamer rage come out too much and you begin blaming literally everything else before yourself, which is a good indicator that you have no control in your salty levels. If you find a player that's constantly raging and blaming something else while they're gaming, then 9 times out of 10 they are most likely just bad at the game and simply won't admit to their lack of skill, which is a huge indicator of a noob. Don't be that player. Number 7. Lying about their skills. If a player talks a little too much about their insane history of gaming, their insane KD in other games, and how many tournaments they have won in their day but performed subpar in whatever game you're playing in Roblox, then that's a huge indicator that they're just a huge noob. Having too much pride or a big enough ego is grounds for letting people know that you're pretty much a noob. However, skillful players can also have this problem too, so keep that in mind. And number 8. Using cheats. This one is pretty obvious in that if you're so bad at a game that you simply need to resort to cheats or hacks to win, you are one of the biggest noobs out there and should probably just uninstall. That's the best advice to give someone if you catch them cheating in Roblox, because they're essentially letting the online world know that they are trash and can't win with pure skill. Like we've mentioned so far, there are a lot of things that noobs do in Roblox. Some of them are pretty annoying and bad, while others aren't that offensive in the grand scheme of things. After all, it's okay to be bad at the game you're playing as long as you're enjoying it. However, you should keep in mind that certain things that noobs do are not okay and sometimes are even against the Roblox rules. But let us know any other things you think noobs tend to do in Roblox down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed what you saw, then be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already for more of the best Roblox updates on YouTube. This is Game Time signing off, and we'll catch you all in the next one.